What's up, everybody, man? Welcome back. Thank you guys for coming back to the show. I want to thank my sponsors and the commercials that rolled. We thank you guys for supporting the Lit TV show. And as promised, y'all, we are back with our special guest. Man, listen, the world knows this brother as Anthony Oneal, but Charity and I, we call him Ayo. What's up, Ayo?
Yo, what's going on, fam? Man, I miss Jacksonville. I miss being around y'all, and y'all done been with me since I was a little kid, little nobody, man. And y'all done been through with me through some hard stuff, man. So it just feels good to jump on your show, bro. So appreciate the opportunity.
We miss you too. We're glad to have you, and thank you for being here.
Yeah. It's
so where are you at? You say you miss being in Jacksonville. Let everybody know what part of the country you in.
Man, I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, man. So I built my house in Columbia, Tennessee, out there it's in a little country part of Nashville. But I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, out here working with Dave Ramsey, the financial guru. I have an amazing team, an amazing support group here. So I'm out here in the country, pretty much, to be real.
Country music capital of the world.
Yes.
Country music.
Has that grown on you any?
No, it has not, and it will not.
So tell everyone you're working with Dave Ramsey, very successful. I mean, you've accomplished national best-selling author, bro.
Oh man, y'all got the book.
Oh yeah.
Listen, we have a kid who just graduated college. Yes, we have the book.
Yo, man, it's a it's a huge honor. You know, that was my second book that I wrote. It became the #1 national best-selling book back in October.
Congratulations.
Yes,
yeah,
congratulations.
Appreciate it, man.
Very well
appreciate
done.
It so much. It was all God, and I'm just grateful to have a great team and a grateful support group. But that have a great new YouTube show that we just launched called The Table. You were on it, bro, just a couple of weeks ago. It was crazy. We got to get my sis on it. And just have a good conversation with her. But I'm really passionate about like three things: money, millennials, and minorities. Helping young people avoid debt, secure a bag, make sure they keep the bag and grow a bigger bag. How do we do that? By just purchasing land, purchasing homes, investing at an early age, starting a business, and just really being a good steward of the financial resources God has given us. So one day we can leave an inheritance to our children's children and leave a legacy. So a little bit about what I'm doing now. So I'm just grateful for the opportunity, man.
Now, let me ask you this, Anthony. You seem very intelligent, very wise.
I'm not all that. You know that. Come on, sis.
Intelligent, man. How old are you?
35. About to be 36 here in a couple of months. Still single, no kids.
Still single, no kids. Wow.
35 ladies, I want y'all to hear this. 35 single, no kids.
Intelligent.
Businessman.
Wise.
Hey, hold on, Anthony. I'm finna play Mr. Matchmaker for a quick moment, bro. Do you have a home?
Oh man, I built my home, bro.
You have a home that you've built at 35. Hold on. You have a home. Hello, ladies.
Let's back up. Rewind.
Ladies, I want y'all to hear this. The brother's single. He's a national best. Listen, not just an author. I mean, you guys have seen some of the trailer stuff. The boys all over the country. Works hand in hand with Dave Ramsey. Just phenomenal. And has a home. Do you have adequate transportation?
Oh, definitely have adequate, nice transportation.
Nice. Has his own vehicles, plural. Listen, ladies, I'm not trying to hook y'all up with the man. I'm just simply saying, all y'all out here that talk about can't find a good brother. There ain't no good men out here.
Yeah,
man, we out here. But y'all got to be right too. You know?
Come on, somebody.
I mean, that's it. Y'all got to be right too.
Come on here.
You know, I mean, but you know, and you can't be in Jacksonville. I got history in Jacksonville, and I don't want to go back to Jacksonville.
See, I done built you up. I done did all this building you up, and then you go tear it all down.
Hey, man, can't come back to Jacksonville. I love, you know, I have much respect for, you know, my past in Jacksonville. No hard feelings, but I do not want to come back to Jacksonville.
Wow.
That's fair.
So let me ask you this. With all that you have going and all that you've accomplished, being a single, successful. Hold on, you said three things. Can I say those three things, bro? Because I thought that was profound. Those powerful. You said you're passionate about three things.
Yeah, definitely.
You said money.
Yep.
Minorities and millennials.
Millennials, yeah. 3 M's.
Wow.
Yeah.
Money, minorities, and millennials. Now let me ask you this. Since all of that is I think it's amazing. First off, let me just congratulate you, bro. I applaud you. I applaud you from afar. I watch you. And I thank God for all the amazing stuff that he's doing in your life. But I do want to kind of take a little turn here because you're single.
Okay.
So, there's this video floating around.
Oh, the video. Oh, the video, Ayo.
Oh, really, Wes?
I'm just saying, bro. There's
Really,
this video. Listen, it's on. I mean, it's gone viral.
Anyway,
You got hip hop artists reposting this thing. I think I saw it on Black Wealth Renaissance or something like that. I think I saw it on Blackpreneur or Black Entrepreneur. Matter of fact, because my audience is live, Anthony, let's do this for a quick moment, if you don't mind. I want to show them the video, and then we're going to get back and talk about it. So y'all check this out.
So check this out, y'all. Check this out. I already have a video out talking about a young lady who wouldn't date me because I don't have a credit score. And I'm not going after ladies. Let me say this right now. But I do have a problem when young ladies try to play your boy. Like, what in the world? So you guys know me. I budget. I budget every single month. At the end of the month, I always, list in my cash flow. Then I also put out what I have going out. Inside of my budget, because I am a single man and I'm dating for a purpose, for marriage, I do have a line item for dates. That line item is not a lot. I'm not going to give you the particular number, but it's not that much. So about a few months ago, I took this young lady out. We went out to dinner. She texted me. She says, hey, first date was cool, but can we go to this particular restaurant next weekend? I didn't respond because I wanted to go home and check my budget and make sure that, okay, I can afford it inside of my budget. So when I go home, I realized it's gonna take me over that particular line item in my budget for dating. So I asked myself, all right, do I tell her the truth? Like, I was thinking about just lying, y'all, to be real. I was gonna be like, can't go, I'm busy. But then you know what? The Holy Spirit said, no, don't lie. Show her the caliber of man that you are. So I sent her a text message that says, hey, unfortunately, I can take you out next weekend, but I can't take you to this particular restaurant because if I do, this will take me over my dating budget for the month. I will be more than happy to budget this in for next month if we are still dating. So I send it, and I got an iPhone. And then on the iPhone, y'all know how it happens. When they start typing, that big old bubble come up with a ... I'm thinking like, okay, cool, we good. Then the ... goes away, and nothing comes in. And I'm sitting there, I'm emotional, like, dang, did I just play myself? Dang, did she just play me? Y'all, she didn't text me for 2 months. She didn't return a phone call. She ain't do nothing. And I'm sitting here like, well, what the heck? How was she gonna sit here and say, you know what? I can't respond to that because a man's gonna stick to his budget. That's sad. So she seen me on a particular national show. Ain't gonna say who, but she seen me on TV. She sends me a text message and she says, hey, just seen you on such and such. How are you? What about that date? I started typing and I really wasn't typing nothing. I just wanted her to see the ... And I didn't hit send. Because here's the thing, you can't play me and then honestly think I'm gonna come.
oh, wow. That video was Anthony. You wanna elaborate a little bit, man? I mean, talk to us about that.
I mean, I'm just saying, but wait, what you think about it though? Since you a female, what's your first reaction to that video?
Well, as I was talking with my husband earlier, a lot of times females have the tendency to look at a man and they may see him walking to the bus stop, taking the bus every day, going to a 1-bedroom apartment, not wanting to give him the time of day. But they don't know that man has a bank account, he's building a house somewhere, and he's just got his priorities straight.
Yeah.
I can actually appreciate, where you're coming from. Yeah. Women and females, they should date guys on a budget. That will help them out now and later.
Yeah. And I think
hold on, bro, before you jump in, because I need to say this.
He asked my opinion.
I'm just saying.
Wait a minute, bro. I know you ain't about to switch up on your boy.
No. I'm not gonna switch up on
Okay.
you. No. I'm on your side, bro. I'm on your side. But I just want to kind of tear all of that down because what I have is special. Y'all heard what she said?
Oh,
That ain't the average woman.
that's not. Okay?
Come on now.
That's not, bro.
They're not
She
gonna
said
say
if
something
a
like,
bruh
well,
man is
he
walking to the bus, he can still have some bread. I don't know too many ladies who gonna date a man going to the bus. Let's
that
be
sound good. Hey yo, that sound good. The reality is, come on, Anthony.
But the reality is, just like you said in that video, she wasn't for you.
real. No.
Right. So
And
that
here's
young
the
man-
truth. Like here's the
Mhm.
truth. Like, so I just met her, beautiful woman, and I took her out to date. Met her a week before we went on our first date. It was a great date. Took her to a nice restaurant, and like a normal restaurant that the average person would go to, because I really wanted to talk to get to know her. So when I dropped her off at home, she hits me up. She says, "Hey, I want to go to this particular restaurant. Are you cool with it?" So I always do research because before I say yes, I want to know what am I getting myself into, so I don't show up with this crazy like, what in the world? So when I look up the restaurant, this is a restaurant that my mentors, Dave Ramsey, Mark Cuban, they would go to. I mean, it's going to run me $200-300 a plate, and
Hold
I'm
on,
like,
hold on.
Whoa,
Wait, bro. Rewind that. How much a plate?
it's going to be like when I looked at it, if we include wine, it's like $250. No wine, it's like $225. So bare minimum, I'm coming out $500. $500. And so I'm like, and so at that time, I had just built my house, and I was like, yo, I'm a guy who believes in no debt. I don't believe in borrowing money. So I saved up money so I can pay cash and furnish my entire home at one time. So that month was my last month setting aside my extra cash to go towards furnishing my home. So when she hit me up, it wasn't like I'm broke or I'm cheap. No, I had priorities. And I was like, yo, I can't budget it this month. It's not in my budget for this month, but I got you next month, which was like a week and a half, 2 weeks later. And I was like, yo, just give me some time. Let me get through furnishing my home that I just built. And bro, she didn't even respond. Like there was no response at all. And I think that's the thing that bothered me. But then the ladies on social media are saying that I'm cheap, that I'm frugal, that I shouldn't be dating because I'm on a budget. If you're on a budget, that means you can't afford it. You don't have the capital. And I'm like, no, it has nothing to do with me not affording it. What I'm not going to do is go into my emergency fund to go on a date. And what I'm not going to do is not buy my couch so I can go on a date and please another woman that I may or may not be with down the road. I'm going to take care of the priorities. So that way, if I say no today, I can say yes to my wife tomorrow, on whatever that is. So, man, y'all about to get me started. Because, I mean, they coming for
want to do.
But I'm like, why? Like, what did I do wrong? Because I have a plan?
Well, let me ask you this. Do you believe that there's levels to this?
And that's sort of my question as well, my thoughts. Where does the budgeting ever end?
No.
Is there an end goal in mind? What's your goal?
You said no.
And start over?
You said no.
No, I mean, so here's the thing. I think there are levels to this, but the level of your budget goes up as well. Okay? So it's like for me on my level right now, I'm on a certain level. But when you look at my level and look at my mentor, Dave Ramsey's level, you can't even see his level. He's off the screen, okay? Because he's up there. So for me, I believe the title of this whole thing is like, do black men act their wages? I don't act my wage. I live below my wage.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's good.
You see what I'm saying? Because if I max out my wage, then it's like I'm living paycheck to paycheck. In fact, it's showing that 80% of us in the world are living our wages and we're not living below it. So the fact that I have a budget, it lets me know, yo, okay, here's your wage, live below it. That's it.
It's real good.
Levels to it. I just live a level below it.
So So the question that we're asking, and social media, y'all can chime in, Facebook, chime in, YouTube, chime in. The question we're asking is, do black men act their wage? Now, what Anthony said is one perspective, but I want to ask you, Anthony, and same thing, Charity, from the perspective of, we see the guy on the internet, on social media, you know, on Facebook, on YouTube or wherever, Instagram, definitely Instagram, and he's got the money phone. He's got bills, you know, up to his ear. You know, he's got pictures in front of a particular ride or, you know, particular house, and dressed, you know, down in Gucci. We talked about, you know, I think you had a guy on your show that was amazing that you talked about Gucci is a last name.
Yep.
You can speak to that as well. But what I want to know is, do black men act their wage when it comes to that? You know what I mean? Are we really living what we're portraying? And come on, social media, because I think a lot of times we set ourselves up to present something that we're not. And I'm asking, why you? Hold on, what's a little extra in there?
I'm just thinking.
Anthony, let me ask you this: did you bring on that portrayal of? Did this girl think she had a baller?
Nah.
And no,
not until she seen him on the TV show.
Yeah, not until she. There you go, sis. That's what it is. Now, if we're gonna be real, when y'all first met me, I had that. When y'all first met me 12, 13 years ago, I was fronting like a mug. You know, I'm looking good, driving up in a nice car, wearing the latest suit, but then going home to no electricity because I would rather look good and live in the dark than be in the light and not have some nice stuff. So I'm just being real with where I was in the past, you know. So
you said a mouthful.
But it was now, no, absolutely not. You know, I'm trying to say it right.
Say it.
I'm blessed to have two cars. One of them are nicer. One of them's nicer than the other one. So when I took her out, I drove the other one. Okay.
The nicer one?
No. Because I wanted to make sure that I'm not trying to be that guy.
Right.
You know, I'm trying to. I really wanted to see, you know, the caliber of a woman she was. You know, if I pull up in something that's not as nice that you may expect me to pull up in, what's your facial expression is going to be? And honestly, I just wanted to get to know the young lady and not really explain what I do for a living and stuff like that.
Right.
And so, but here's to answer your questions. Black brothers, do we act outrageous? I can't speak for all, but when I look at the people who I'm around, I would say the most of them do not. They act above their wages. Okay. It bothers me when I see a guy making $40,000 a year, but you're driving a $60,000 car.
Wow.
It bothers me when I see a guy making, you know, $2,500 a month, but then you got a $3,000 backpack on from Louis Vuitton, and you don't even have $1,000 in emergency fund. You know, I'm a money guy, so it's like when you really break this math down, nearly 62% of African Americans cannot pay for a $400 emergency cash. They have to go borrow money. They have to go put on the credit card. They don't have in a savings account. The average African American brother, dude, man, has about $48,000 in consumer debt. So do I feel as if we live above our means? I do, but I think it comes from the lack of financial education. And y'all know this. What do we say? Fake it until you make it.
Fake it till you make it. Yeah.
So it's like we feel as if we got to look good. If one of my homeboys, he owns a shop out here called Big Shakes, and he was on my Black History panel, and he's old school. You know, he was like, yo, when a man got a dime, he'll go out there and buy him a suit, go out and celebrate, because that's all he could do. Even if the bills weren't paid, he just wanted to go and have a good time. He wanted to look like he had something to celebrate it. And I'm like, that's just the wrong advice that we're teaching to our young people, especially our brothers. Like, I would rather you look like you don't have it and you have it than look like you have it and you don't.
And don't. Right.
So let me ask you this, and Charity, you can ask or chime in, but my thoughts with what you're saying, you mentioned that many times we have been given the thought process or the mindset, if you would, of fake it till you make it and so on and so forth. So could it be part of the reason why we don't act our age is because, or our wage, which goes very closely with our age, probably. My mind is going off. I probably could go into something with that. You don't grow up.
That's a good one. You could go somewhere with that.
Come on now. If you don't grow up, your money won't either. I can guarantee you that. But, stop, Anthony. Stop. So listen,
brother, wait a minute.
Check this out, bro.
I'm sinking down, bro. That was deep. That was deep.
Let me ask you, going down. Could it be? Check this out, y'all. Could it be that the man not only have been given the thought process, fake it till you make it, but also just using the girl that you're talking about? Could it be also that women causes us to try to, because she ain't gonna date nothing other than
try to put that on us?
I mean,
but wait, now, Charity, you a different breed of a woman. So think of all of the young ladies in their 20s and 30s.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be rude, but I'm like, because I don't want to speak for all of our sisters, but it's like, you hear ladies who, if the dude, I've watched a woman, not a girl, a woman. Oh no, she was a girl, because this move here is a girl move.
Oh my God.
I've watched a girl pass me by when, let's be real, I'm in the money space, so my money has to be right because I teach money. So she passes me because I pull up in my old school car that I drive every single day. I was going to like a little lounge to meet up some friends, and I pull up in dressed okay. I didn't have on any name brand. I'm not stepping out of no big name brand car. And she's a beautiful young lady, so I take my approach. And she looks at me. She was like, "Baby, you don't look like you got money." Then later on that evening, a guy who I know of drives a very nice Mercedes S-Class, but I also know he lives in a house with 4 other dudes. 4 other dudes. And he's very big on name brand. Got the Gucci belt, got the Gucci shoes on, looking very nice. Immediately, oh, she's right there with him. And I'm like, now that's backwards. Now, I'm not judging a guy. I'm not judging anyone. But you have me coming out looking like this, okay? And you don't know what my income is. But because I don't have on the name brand, I don't have any money. But then you see this guy with high name brand stuff on with a nice car. Now he has money. I do believe that some ladies are more attracted to that. And I don't have a problem with the woman being attracted to success. I have a problem. I
just wrote that down on my paper. Being attracted to success.
I don't. But here's a question you got to ask yourself.
Because you are too.
But true. But are you attracted to the symptoms of success, or are you attracted to success?
That's good.
That's the question you got to ask. Symptoms are the car. Okay. Right. But true success is wealth. What's your net worth? Right. That's success. Are you building a legacy? Do you own land? Do you have a business mindset? That's success. But a Mercedes and Gucci, that's just symptoms.
That's good.
That's good, Anthony. That's good. And too many people are attracted to symptoms.
Yep. And here's the thing. Symptoms is just only a feeling, but it's not the real thing. So you get attracted to all these symptoms and you're getting excited. And then when you get there, you're like, what happened? Well, you weren't attracted to success. Right. You just felt some little symptoms. And now you're all like, whoa, what's going on? No, like true success. And what I'm learning, and I'm being honest here, transparent on y'all show, that true success to me, you really don't see true success until you really get deep with the individual. Because if you were to meet Dave Ramsey today, he drives a Ford F-150. He has a beautiful car. but his everyday cars are Ford F-150. The man shops at Target to get his clothes. If you've never seen the man ever, and you will not know that his net worth is in the $500 million bracket, because when he steps out, he looks like a normal person. But then the average African American female, she drives a Mercedes C-Class. But then the average wealthy millionaire white person drives a Ford F-150. Like, we are so attracted to the symptoms and to looking, and we're really not attracted to, like, what are we building and what do we actually have? And I was guilty of that. I was guilty of that, man. And I had to get around people, change my circle, and learn, secure the bag, get this money, but keep it. And you don't have to be flashy with it.
Let me ask you this. What was the turning point for you? You know, I don't want to discredit and make people feel bad, you know, but some people just may not know. But there came a point when you didn't know, but you wanted to know more. Maybe it was what you were exposed to. I don't know. Tell us about it.
You know, I think for me, man, you know, when I started getting around, one of the first turning points was back when I was in college. And I just made some horrible decisions and racked up so much debt. And me and my stepfather got into a huge argument, which led me to sleeping in my car for some of those nights. I was like, man, this ain't cool. And then I got out of my car, fast forward there, I moved to Florida. And, you know, I'm faking it till I make it. I'm not racking up so much debt, but I'm living paycheck to paycheck. And then finally, I'll never forget. This was the turning point for me. I've never shared this on any other show, not even my own show. So y'all getting it on your show first. And then I'm going to talk about it on my show.
Lit TV, y'all.
Man, I went to Edward Long's church, Bishop Eddie Long's church. I was doing his Represent Youth Conference. And I sit here and I built this huge youth ministry. And bro, I remember speaking, preaching, close to 1,000 young people give their life to Christ. I come home and my lights are off. My lights in my own home are off after I just got done doing the kingdom business. And I'm like, God, you're going to let me sit in the dark after I just saved so many young people and brought them to your kingdom? He said, I'm not making you sit in the dark. You are. You're not being a good steward of the financial resources that I've given you. And on top of that, you're not even giving me 10%. So you're keeping 100% and you still can't survive.
Wow.
And that was a turning point for my life that, you know what, I'm going to change my viewpoint in how I see money. And I'm tired of seeing people around me. You know, my mom and dad, y'all know, my mom and dad never had a wedding, y'all. They never had a honeymoon. My mom didn't even have a ring when she got married. I remember having to put, you know, my socks back in my shoes and put tape on the bottom of my shoes. We ain't never had no family vacation. Disney World, I've never been to Disney World at the age of 35. My family, my mom and my father have never been out of the country. And I was like, yo, I don't want that for my kids. I don't want to find my wife and I can barely pay for a ring. We have to go to the south of the border to get married. No, I said, you know what? You know, I need to change it around. And that was a turning point for me when I said, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of getting my paycheck on Friday. It's gone by next Friday. And I still got a whole nother week before I get another check. And so I said, I'm tired of that. And then when I got up here with Dave and really started making a lot of money and watching him and listening to him and watching what he's doing and how he built his wealth. And I'm like, okay, I don't need to be doing certain things. I rented for 3 years. I hear some people say, oh man, go buy. And Dave was like, no, rent. You just moved here. Rent, stack your money, save up, and then go build something nice. Go buy something nice. And I did just that. I was about to go buy a real high-end car. It's like, you don't need all that right now. Go a level down and just take your time. And when I started listening to people, man, I'm telling you, Right now, my mindset at 35 is, what am I going to leave my children's children? And I haven't even met my children's yet.
Bro, you have said a mouthful. I can tell you this, bro. I can tell you this. Man, I applaud you, and the thing is, so many of us fall into that trap of trying to be the Joneses or trying to put forth this image of success when we really haven't obtained it yet.
Yeah.
And it begs the question, and I guess this is the question that I want to ask both of you guys. It begs the question and I'm really asking you, Facebook, and you, YouTube, more so than these guys, if a brother truly acts his wage, will you still be attracted to it? Because a $10 an hour brother may not look like a six-figure brother, and we're so attracted to the outward. And I think that's what keeps a man, and I'm not making an excuse for all of them, but it keeps them trying to portray a look of success. And so my question is, are you still attracted to a man who really does act his wage? Anthony, you acted your wage. You told the girl, it's not in my budget. She cut you off. I think that to me would be attractive.
I think it's sexy.
Oh Lord!
I thought it was sexy too, Sens, but apparently it wasn't.
Hold on, let me take my glasses off. I got to get real with y'all for a moment. Anthony, look at me. Now, the woman I have today is not the woman I dated. Let me tell y'all, I'm finna get real for a moment. Y'all know this is the lick. We gonna keep it lit. Listen, I was dating her friend.
Ooh.
Before I met my wife. I met my wife.
That's another conversation.
That's a whole
I just got turned down because her friend liked me, and she said, I can't date you because my friend used to like you 2 years ago. We got to talk about that on the show.
We'll bring that on the show too.
Off the record.
But listen, so I'm dating her friend, bro, and she didn't like me. She hated my guts. And let me tell you why she hated my guts. She forgot this.
No, I didn't.
Because
I already know what you're gonna say.
tell them why you didn't like me. Because what was I doing to your friend?
Controlling her, trying to put on a budget, got her spending $5.
Bruh,
Anthony, I was in
you had a budget, brother. Dog?
Yes, dog.
My boy had a budget.
Come on, America.
And you didn't like
America.
Her then?
Listen. And she said, don't be letting him control your money. If you do what you want to do with your money, how you going to let a man put you on a budget? I had her budgeting too.
We won't tell it all.
So would you be attracted to him if he does act his wage? Can he still be attractive, truly attractive? Not this old, I like his heart. You know how these women do. Can you truly give this man a chance if he does act your wage? He might have to not get the ring like your dad.
Yeah.
Until he can get into a place to get the ring. Can you still, you see what I'm saying? I think it helps when a brother don't have to front.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we create this persona. What did you say?
No, I agree with you, man. I think I would hope that ladies would respect a guy, honor a guy, and be attracted to a guy who acts their wage. Because what you're seeing is a man with discipline, with character, and with integrity. And so when you have a guy that's saying, you know what, hey, that's not in my budget right now. To me, when he does get the money, he's going to be a good steward of whatever that next phase is. Then he's going to live there, and he's going to be a good steward of that. The number one reason why families are divorcing right now is because of finances. And so when you have a man that's saying, yo, I make $2,000 a month, I'm going to live like I'm only making $1,800, $1,700, that's a brother you need to keep. And we got to get out of saying, that I want a good, stable financial man today. Yeah, you want a guy who's good with the resources he has now and who's dreaming for more in the future. But it's hard out here for us single brothers because, you know, when we are trying to live the right way, I do feel as a single man, sometimes, especially when me trying to live the Christ life, trying to live below my means, trying to act my wage, sometimes I'm penalized for that because I'm not as flamboyant. I'm not trying to impress. I'm not trying to wow people. I'm just trying to be Anthony Oneal because I'm gonna be real with you, Wes. I don't want to get married and then I live this lie of trying to impress people. Now I got to live that lie for the rest of my
Yep.
life.
Yep.
And
Right.
no, if I can't afford it, I can't afford it. And I want to be able to rock with a woman. We both like, oh, we can't afford it. Who cares? And when we can afford it, cool, great, let's go then. But if we always look good, and I mentor people like this all the time. They're making $100,000 a year, but their lifestyle is $300,000 a year, and they're stressed and they're crying, and it's causing issues at home. I'm like, I don't want that life. I don't.
Yeah.
You know, and so my prayer is that, you know, our young ladies will respect and value a man, because I believe y'all are married. When I get married, I think that's when God is going to really bless me financially, because now I have my best thing and she's going to make me a better man. And together we're going to do things better because we're together.
Man, this has been absolutely amazing. Man, learning, loving, and leveraging information together.
Lit.
If you haven't learned something today, I just don't know what to tell you. I'll tell you this. We normally close out every show with 3 nuggets, and they're called EC's Nuggets, and sponsored by Chick-fil-A eventually. I'm throwing that out there. I'm speaking it into existence. But what I would like for Anthony to do, man, because this has been far beyond just amazing, bro. If you would talk to that black male or that male, period. My wife is always talking about, hey, man, we need to reach people, period. The black man struggles with things. So does the white man. So does the Chinese man. And we all fall short somehow of living the best life that we should. So would you just speak, if you could give 3 nuggets to men, period, about, you know, how to better act their wage? What are things that we can say to them? And I'm going to let you give my nuggets, man, my 3 nuggets for the day, if you would.
Man, the very first nugget, man, will be the caliber of your future will be determined by the choices you make today. And so if you can think about your future self, and not just your future self, think about your future family, think about your future responsibilities. Your future self is going to live with the choices, the decisions that you made today. Make sure that that's solid. Number 2 is have discipline. I believe that discipline, self-discipline, is the bridge between who you are today and who you want to become tomorrow.
That's good.
And so if you really want to be successful in life, discipline, have discipline, and get on a plan, get on a budget, and just stick to that. And it's going to require discipline so you can have a better self. And then the last one, man, I really try to make sure that I'm always spiritual in everything that I do, and not over spiritual. But keep Christ first and follow the vision for your life. The Bible clearly says that where there is no vision, that's where people perish. And I believe that even goes down to your money. If you want to act your wage, and if you want God to bless you with more financially, put a vision to the money you already have right now. And I say a vision is this: where do you want to go? Okay, that's where do you want to go? You want to make 6 figures. You want to make $1 million. You want to start your own business. Put that vision, and then also have a vision, aka a budget, for the practical side of your money. All right, tell your money where it's going at the end of the month for the next month. And if you do those 3 things from a practical financial place, I believe that you will be blessed. You will be well off. I don't believe God wants his men and women to be broke. I don't believe that's what my God wants.
You're right.
Do I believe that all of us would be billionaires and trillionaires? I don't, but I do believe that we will have peace. We will have joy. We will be able to sleep at night if we're just good stewards of what God is giving us. And if you really want to have that true peace, if you really want to be able to take your wife, on a vacation, that's one of my goals. Is when I get married, to take my wife on a vacation every quarter, so every 3 months, and then take my kids on a vacation twice a year. And then my ultimate goal is the year I retire, I want to take my wife on 2 vacations, and each one of them 6 months long within that year. Okay. And so
Wow.
for me, it's going to require me to make the right decisions today so that tomorrow, my future, I can do that. It's going to require discipline with my money. And discipline means, you may have to tell yourself no. No, I can't buy that car today. No, I can't get that belt today. No, I'm not going to buy the purse today. No, I'm not going to get this today. And then 3, just trust God. Let him order your footsteps. Let him show you what's your path and stick to that path. Stick to that vision. So that's my 3 nuggets that I really remind myself on a daily basis.
Boy, that was powerful. Charity, that 6 months, twice a year-long vacation, I'm going to act my wage. That's him saying that. Him. I ain't Anthony Oneal. I ain't got it like that.
When you retire, you going to have it like that though, bruh?
Huh?
When you retire, you will.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. When I retire at 60-something years old, I'm like, I'm done.
Real talk.
Let's go back. The kids, we ain't got to worry about them. The grandkids, they'll be all right. We ain't got no bills. Let's go.
So tell the people, man, how can they find you?
Man, you can go to anthonyoneal.com. That's my website. You can find me on Instagram and YouTube. Just type in Anthony Oneal. Look for the blue check marks. Those are there. And just every single day, I'm dropping content on how do we get this money? How do we secure the bag? How do we get out of debt? Like, I'm really passionate of helping our people get out of debt so they can live and give like no one else. So we're going to live like no one else today so that tomorrow we can live and be one of the top givers when it comes to generosity like no one else in the future.
Good stuff.
I got a funny feeling he ain't gonna be single for long, Charity.
Hey man, listen.
Not with this setup.
And listen, I've been teaching this for years, man. What y'all talking about? I still can't find them.
This is the Lit TV show, brother. Your inbox gonna be popping. It's gonna be lit. Your inbox is about to be lit. I guarantee you. So listen, folks, man. Again, Anthony, we really appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for taking out the time to impact our audience, man. And we wish you Godspeed. Anytime you need Lit TV, bro, let us know. Anything we need to do to, continue to get behind your work. You got a new book out.
Yes. Yeah, I do, man. It's and what I'll do is I'll send you a box so you can give it away to some of your people.
How about that?
Yeah. So that I'll do that. I'll send you a box, let them come through you all. And it's called Destroy Your Student Loan Debt, where I'm teaching people in general just how to pay off their student loans faster, how to throw extra money at it, how to refinance it.
Wow.
My thoughts on student loan forgiveness and why it's not a good idea, and how we're all going to eventually pay for it down the road. So it's a great quick read, 64 pages long. I jumped straight into it. There's no intro. It's, let's get into it. You can go, if you don't get the free version, you can go on Amazon, get it for like $10. Go to my website, get it for $10. Get the audio too. If you got an hour drive coming up, go listen to it. It'll take you an hour to listen to it, but it's a lot of practical things, not encouragement.
Give them the name of it again. Give them the name of it one more time.
Destroy Your Student Loan Debt.
Charity?
Yeah. One of those copies will be for me.
You could destroy this student loan debt. And then I got one that just graduated college as well, man.
Yes.
As a little
sister.
Yeah, man. So, and listen, family, if you would like to get your hands on one of these books, let us know. He's going to send them and we'll try to get you a copy.
First come, first serve.
Yeah. We'll do it that way. So,
it's like,
again, Anthony.
It's like
Thank
25
you.
in the box.
How many?
25.
25.
We went from 10 to 25.
Favor.
Like that.
Y'all see?
Yeah.
That's favor, y'all. Appreciate you, bro.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
man. You family.
Love you, man.
Appreciate you. Love you too, bro. Peace.
Peace.